Okay, so let's work on IELTS reading today. And basically, we are going to do this as an exercise that we are going to read to understand. Okay, so we have, next probably another 30 minutes invested in this. Feel free to ask questions and we'll understand why reading is a problem for many candidates, why reading becomes a boring concept. Okay, how many of you love reading? You enjoy reading. You don't have to be told that you have to read. Hello, am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like
yeah.
to read a lot.
Uh-huh.
1 or 2 pages fine with me.
Yeah. And after that, what happens in your mind?
Uh, my mind gets tired, I think.
Yeah. Yes, like this is one of the experiences.
Yes,
The mind
yes.
gets tired. Okay. And
And I feel sleepy, I believe.
okay. Okay. So, if you're not feeling sleepy, you can probably hold a book for like 10 minutes, right? And probably you'll
Yes,
feel
yes.
sleepy after that. Okay, that's a good technique that you can use for insomnia. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Rutuja, how much do you read on a daily basis? Or do you like reading generally?
I like fiction
You like fiction. Okay, why do you like fiction?
because it takes me to a whole completely new and different world.
Ah, okay, yes. So you don't like something which is known and really some experiences which you already are aware of. You want some unique experiences. Okay, so how many pages you can read if it's a fictional book?
I can read I can even complete one book at a time, like one
Oh,
20.
good. All right. So the people who read more at a time, they are called as dash readers. Write down this word, dash readers. Which dash? Filling the blanks. If Rutuja reads it, she must be aware of it. बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ते हैं. They read a lot at a time in
Uh,
great. Huh.
even
Mm-hmm.
uh,
She has a lot
so
of interest in reading. That
the
is voracious reader. Okay. So if you are a voracious reader, even if you're not a voracious reader, you can use this by telling people I'm not a voracious reader. That means I read it for some reason, but that I'm not that interested in reading. Like uh, maybe Nisha can say that I'm not a voracious reader, and Rutuja can use it. I am a voracious reader. Okay, voracious reader means somebody who reads with a lot of interest, reads with a lot of interest. Okay, or else they read a lot in simple words. Okay, Pankaj, do you like reading?
Yes,
Doesn't matter which
sometime like
language. Okay,
yes,
so do you
sometime
have a
like
book with
no
you all the
book, ma'am.
time?
Actually, don't have book. Like at the time, I travel like in train.
Uh-huh.
Like took like 1.5 hours.
Okay,
So that time, like 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
okay. What do you read?
Like news, sometime news. In
Okay,
like any language, like Marathi, Hindi, English.
okay, okay. All right. So write down for people like Pankaj, they are avid readers. Okay. They are like, they're trying to read as much as they can, wherever, whenever. So I had my student and his sister came along once, and he had his exam for an hour or so. And they wanted to go out somewhere. So his sister accompanied him. She was in ninth standard and the guy was in 12th standard then. Okay, he was taking his exam for hotel management. And I remember that girl was just sitting in one corner and reading the book by the time we are discussing his exam and by the time he was taking the exam then after, for an hour. So avid readers they consume information as much as possible. जितना हो सकता है उतना. Okay, they read as much as possible. Can you imagine somebody just carrying the book in a train, in a clinic? Okay. There are people who read on a commode also, on a washroom.
Yes,
So they
yes,
like
ma'am.
reading newspapers or books on washrooms or in washrooms. Okay. They're avid readers. They're like quite interested and they make most of their time. Okay. The way we read, or they are normal young people these days. I won't say normal and abnormal, but I would say the people who are interested much in WhatsApp today or social media today. They're constantly connected. I think same goes for avid readers. They're constantly connected to the story which they're reading or anything that they're reading. So they flip pages every now and then. Okay. So did you get two types of readers? Voracious readers and avid readers.
I would read.
Now, yeah, okay. You have to remember this. And if you're not, still use it. Just say, I'm not a voracious reader. I'm not an avid reader. An avid reader. Okay. And then use this. Okay. Let's understand how to read better. First of all, IELTS will ask you a lot of these questions, anything under the sun, basically. Okay. So it would be a variety of these topics and it will go in all different directions. So there's no one particular thing that you can ask me that, what should I read, Pooja, to crack IELTS? I think you should read anything which is research oriented. Okay. Anything which is research oriented. That means if there's any problem around you, if there's any concern, debate, controversy, argument, okay, about anything in society, it can be science, history, geography, anything, health, sports, education, that would become part of IELTS passage. Okay. If you understand first, global warming in New Zealand. Now, it doesn't matter New Zealand or China or Russia, global warming as a topic. Of course, the references are going to slightly change. Willpower, this is like, the corporate world or employees related. Maori fish hooks, this is something which is related to history. Philosophy of education, sense of flavors. Okay, do you know where are the flavors? How do you get the flavors? Because of
Taste.
yeah, taste, okay, and smell. It's a combination of that, okay. So when you look at it, you probably assume that this is a flavor. Like when you look at a pink color thing, probably you assume that it's a strawberry flavor or something which is related to cherry or rose, right? And then you smell it and then you taste it. Sorry. Volatility, volatile. What is volatile?
It 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 just becomes extinct.
Yeah. Sometimes you're very
Well,
extreme, like you write 3 essays back to back. Sometimes for a week, you don't write anything. You're quite volatile. Okay. The situation is quite volatile. The stock market prices are quite volatile. That means they go up and down like a roller coaster, right? Okay. So that kills. That means you need to be consistent. That's what they are trying to say probably in that article. How war debris could cause cancer. Okay. Now there's Israel and Palestine, that issue going on. So if you read about it, you'll understand what kind of concerns, other concerns would be there related to wars. Okay. Why people easily don't fight as they used to fight in the past. Okay. Changes in the air. These are the statistics. Which is the worst, or I say highly populated city in India that you know of? It's always in news, especially during winter.
Delhi.
Yes, Delhi. Yes, highly polluted, especially the air quality. Okay. Sunny rays for silicon. What are we referring to? Probably look at the image.
It's
solar panel.
Yes,
Solar
solar
panel.
panels. And what do you know about the solar panels? What kind of energy it is?
It's a sun energy, solar energy.
Sun energy, and it's considered as a different adjectives: clean energy, renewable energy, sustainable energy, sustainable way of using some kind of alternative fuel. Okay. Yes. Beginning of intelligence. Sorry. How many types of intelligence do you know? Look at the brain. What is left and right? Why it is the way it is shown in the image? What do you already know?
one is evil, one is
Yeah, one is
evil.
evil. Okay. It looks evil. Okay, left and right. Left hand side looks like more
No.
computer.
Organized.
Organized. Yeah, it's more like chips, okay, of a computer. Okay, it's more of engineering. Okay, something which is maybe logical rules. Okay, and the other one, right hand side,
Complex.
complex. Does it look complex? Okay, it may be complex, but it's also artistic. I know it doesn't look like artistic here. If there were colors, you would have probably assumed it. Okay, what is this talking about? If I tell you today we are going to talk about this, and I just show you the image and the title, what are we talking of?
Water, earth.
Yes, we are talking of Earth, and that too specifically fresh water. Okay, and then it's crisis. So the tone of the author will be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Oh, you'll be like how the fresh water is getting utilized and what we should be doing and why it is happening, what are the causes and what are the problems and what could be the solutions, right? Yes. Since, you know, students like you have completed your writing and also to a certain extent speaking, you have already read about a couple of topics. So you are aware of what can possibly come in the reading section when they ask you about something like pollution or water, okay, or maybe history of the invention of plastic. So if I tell you, today I'm going to give you a brief history of plastic, what would you assume in that passage? What kind of information I'm going to give you?
Brief history about plastic.
Yeah.
Existence.
Uh-huh. When I tell you I'm going to give you brief history of plastic, so this is a passage, 2-page information. What would you expect in that?
Uses of plastic in different
Brief
ways.
history of plastic. History. Imagination is the key. When you think of a history, which means we are,
It came into existence.
In the past.
yes, we are in the past. Absolutely right. We are trying to understand when it came into existence, why it came into existence, okay, how it was used then, why people started liking it, why it is ubiquitous now. Har jagah par plastic hi plastic hai. Okay, whether you think of food or clothing, packaging, everything is plastic, right? Yes.
Yes.
So brief history of plastic would be where it all started. Okay, now once you understand the type of passage for history, whether it changes to coffee or tea or cheese or for that matter anything, okay, you would know that how things will move. It will go from the past to present. Okay, it will tell you why in the first place there was a need for this, who started this, how it got improved over a period of time. Did you understand? Variety of topics. So there's no one set thing that would be asked you in reading. So be ready for everything. Okay. Now let's read to visualize. Koi. What is koi? Koi mil gaya? No. Koi. Can you imagine koi? Just say yes or no.
No.
Just say
No.
yes or no. Okay. Manatee? Yes, no.
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 Wormhole?
Mm,
Worm?
little bit.
Oh, sorry, it's not worm. It's wormhole. I probably read it as WAMWO. Yeah. Wormhole? No. Yes. It is. It has got reference to
Wormhole,
what?
yes.
Where? Where?
Worm.
In which context?
Mud.
And
Mud.
then
And mud. Okay, that's the
then
perception. So you can think of ants when you think of wormhole. Okay. Procrastination?
no,
No. Laterite?
no,
Serotonin?
no.
No. So at
Koi
this
is a
moment,
type of fish, right?
yes, good.
Hmm.
Now everybody knows that it's a type of fish. Now everybody's imagining a type of fish, right? Now I know that everybody has their own imagination about fish. That's okay. But as long as you imagine something in the right direction, you'll have that. Now these 6 words, 5 words. Now how many are there? 6. Okay, so remaining 5 words are still like alien words for you, right?
Mhm.
Now look at this. Okay, and try to connect and try to understand.
Koi fish, hormones, feeling.
Okay, so focus on the graphics. This is a koi fish. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, so still we have no reference. So when you see only images or only text, only images, we have no reference. Yes or no? Right? Of what we are referring to. Okay, so try to relate now. Koi is a fish, so identify how koi would look like possibly.
The small one.
Yeah, this fish, right? Yes.
Mm.
Manatee is an animal underwater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bird.
Like the seagull.
Yeah, like seagull, hippopotamus. Okay, water cow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wormhole is nothing but it's a concept related to physics or astronomy. Okay, something which is related to space. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So
So
this one, the
Yeah,
circle.
yeah, something travels, some energy particle
Hmm.
travels through that. Procrastination is like delaying whole thing.
Hello.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Is it like black hole?
yes. All these are like
Then is it
related to, yes.
worm?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's not the
No, the
same.
black hole is in Marvel, so wormhole is
Yeah,
the same like a black hole.
hold on. See, there are two things. When you thought of these ants and all, that's also the wormhole. Okay, when they make their house. And then wormhole is also in space. Okay, so there are two references. So it's not the black hole, but yes, you can imagine something like that. Okay, it's related to space. Hmm. Then procrastination.
Delaying
Yeah.
Why?
And why do we delay?
because of fear.
Yeah, and we just don't like getting out of our comfort zone. Or we want to do some easier task first. And we think that, oh, we can do it later. Let me finish my other tasks. We're trying to be perfect. We want it to be like bang on band-aid, otherwise I'll not study. Okay. Having expectations that are too high. That means you all want the essay to be written as the best essay in the first attempt itself. Right? So it's like you're born and you
Yes.
start walking. No, it doesn't happen, and then you feel disappointed and you don't start. Okay, being overwhelmed, you feel so many essays. She gave me a list of 15 essays. Oh my god, when will I start? When will I finish? How will I do it? Sometimes people
But the
don't know what to
overwhelm
do.
we use for the positive aspect also, right?
Yeah, I was overwhelmed
Why?
when there are like too many birthday wishes. So I really don't know or didn't know in that moment like what to do. Okay, that's overwhelmed. Okay, yes. Sometimes you don't know what to do. So I know people most of the time they say, yes, I understood in the class because they're doing something else parallelly. And then once they're finished and then I give them homework, they say, in their mind, not to me, what should I do? What did she tell us? Okay. The other ones are thinking, how should I do? How should I start writing? So sometimes the references are lost. Lack of motivation. Sometimes your goals are not motivating enough. You have a good job, good life, so you really don't want to move out of that comfort zone. So your motivations are not that great. So even if you continue to live like this, you may not have major issues. There's a reason you procrastinate. Nahi, kal karte. And then the last thing is distracted by other things like what? Navratri, Diwali, birthdays, anniversary, Saturday night parties, Alana Falana Falana. Right? So now you know what is procrastination? Kal karte.
Yes.
That's procrastination. Laterite is a type of,
Delaying.
delaying. Laterite is a type of stone or soil.
So,
Stone and soil, both. So now, did you imagine which
The
image could be
brick
the
or
reference? Yes.
brick.
Yes, it looks like brick.
well,
It's a red color stone, okay, which has got iron in that. Serotonin is a hormone, happy hormone, willpower hormone. Can you
Oh,
see this?
serotonin.
So you all lack
Everybody
serotonin.
needs this. Yes. We
So
can remind
sometimes,
that by
yeah,
this.
sometimes it's a willpower. Okay, everybody says, no, I can't do this. Okay, if you have a great willpower, you can do it. Okay, so
Yes.
these four hormones are going to be there in IELTS in some or the other way. Okay, so when you hug your babies, your kids, your dogs, and all, there's oxytocin. Okay, when you
It will
meditate, do
be in
yoga,
IELTS in which
yeah,
form? I didn't
in
understand that.
reading, in listening, you can use it in speaking. Okay, yeah,
Okay, this four of them.
yes.
Yes,
Okay,
let me note it down.
dopamine. So this is like if you write something and I don't give you feedback for like 10-15 days, and you will probably not write anything after the first essay that you submit. You understand? You get a dopamine. You get a reward when I say good. Okay. You get a reward after eating that gulab jamun. So you reward your body by eating another gulab jamun. Right? So you're rewarding.
So, but nowadays we can expect dopamine from
Yeah.
you rather than
Yeah.
rewards.
Yeah.
So that will fix in our
You know
brain.
why actually people keep playing video games one after the other? Because you get those silly points, 20 point,
Rewards,
ting,
yeah.
ting, and then emojis which say, oh, well done. You did good. Okay, so you feel like, oh, let me try one more. Yeah.
Actually, that's what happened with me, ma'am, as well.
Ah,
Like,
when does it happen?
first I wrote the essay, which was like really bad. And then next I wrote it like, and then you were like, oh, it was really nice. And also, because of that, yesterday I wrote essays. Like,
Ah, like she wrote, and then volatile. Sometimes she can become volatile, or anybody. Okay, we write four essays is one day and then forget after that. That is also. So yes, the hormones in our body, like in our body in the sense, it's not related to some changes which should be externally triggered. You should be able to trigger that yourself. Okay, so you have to have that motivation to not procrastinate. So reward hormones, yes,
how to
definitely.
use them in sentence.
I think she's high on serotonin. I think she's high on dopamine. Okay. I think I'm just releasing my oxytocin by hugging the dog or the puppy. Okay. When I do yoga, I think it releases a lot of endorphins. So I feel very calm at the end of it. Okay. You understand? So now you know, okay, now I want you to guess what's happening here. Just guess. What's happening here in the first image? It's nothing related to this. What's happening here?
I think like if you plant like water.
Ah, right. There's a plant, okay, manufacturing setup, something like that,
Yes.
industry, company, okay. They're using water for some reason. Also, this has reference to like two, three things. One, desalination. You know, desalination, D is negative. Saline is salt. Okay. Saline lagate hain hospital mein. So we get electrolytes. So basically,
Hmm.
we all should be happy that we get fresh water in India, right? From rivers, from rain. But other countries which are not in the tropical zone, they do not get heavy rainfall so regularly. So countries like Middle East and all, they process their water from the ocean water, sea water. Okay. So they get this water in, take the salt out, they drink it, and then this is how the process goes on. Okay. Desalination. Okay. Let's understand the types of skills. Okay. There are two types of skills. First is the scanning part. I'll give you 10 seconds to look at the words.
Look at just highlighted words.
Yeah, yes, only highlighted words. Okay, what was the height?
2.5
Stomach, teeth,
or 2.2.
Yeah, okay. Find the word North America.
Hello.
Find the word North America.
desert,
Where is it?
automatic.
Hello.
Find the
Hello.
word North America. You all can hear me? I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes your voice is
Sometime voice
going.
break.
Yeah.
Okay, now am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Hello.
somebody is seeing something from the microscope at Nisha's home. Okay.
Okay.
Where's North America?
Where is North America?
Right.
Europe?
In the text.
Europe?
In Europe, there's North America. Are you sure?
No, I know
No.
it's not in Europe.
Yeah.
Of North America and Europe growing to share
And Europe.
lifestyle.
So the word North America is there in the first para, last line. Where's the word
Yes.
diversity?
Fourth line.
Fourth
Fourth
line.
line. third line, fourth line. Yes. Where's the word teeth?
Last
Last.
line.
Yes.
Second last word.
Yes. Okay. So right now what you did was nothing but scanning. Now tell me, what was there in that text? What was the context? What was the topic?
North America, Europe, some globally height,
Diversity.
Height,
body parts.
body parts. Okay. So what we are doing is like, we are trying to make some story out of it. So the first thing what we did was scanning. What we did? Scanning. That means we are just looking at the words. We have no reference of what's happening in it. But somebody asked me the height. So I know height is in centimeter, meter, okay, inches, something like that. So I was just searching the unit. And either this is the one or the other one, right? If somebody asks me the country, then I would probably look at the capital, okay, Eurasia, Southeast Asia, or something else, okay, Africa and all, America. If somebody asks me some body part, probably I'm going to look at the stomach, teeth, something like that. Okay. So it all depends on what we are looking at, right? But then we have no reference of the actual meaning of the passage. Okay. Now the second type. So this was the scanning part. Okay. The skimming part is now quickly read and tell me in your own sense, what is the relation of these words to each other? Quickly read. I'll give you 30 seconds, 1 minute time maximum. What are we talking about? History, geography, museum, art. Give me just a reference. Animals, environment, pollution.
So nature,
How can you guess it's nature?
because the tundra, habitat, tropical forest, then diverse and better some solitary. Complex social structure, although wide range.
So in nature, there are two references. Flora and
Yeah,
fauna.
social structures.
So what are you referring to in B?
In B, where is B?
B. This is the B para. Okay. What is Bovid's? Blank space in the mind, right? When I ask you what is Bovid's, Bovid's is nothing but blank space in your mind. Okay, they are well represented in most parts of Eurasia and this. So what is this?
It's
Some
an
place.
animal.
Yeah, this is some place. Doesn't matter, Jew, Andheri, okay, Mumbai, Maldives, Southeast Asian. It's a place. Okay, but this is a contrast. Lekin, they are by far the most numerous, positive, okay, many, diverse in the latter. Okay, some species are of bovid. When I say species, okay, it must be something related to animals or plants, if I don't know. Solitary. You understand solitary? Singular. But lekin, again, contrast. Others live in large groups with complex. So they live alone or else complex, two opposite ideas. Although, again, opposite ideas, although bovids have adapted to a wide range of habitats, this is nothing but their stay. Kahan rehte hain? From Arctic tundra, again, places. So I imagine what? Ice, snow, white to deep tropical forest, okay, to trees, okay, big trees around. Majority of species favor open grassland. I imagine large patches of grass, shrub, or desert. Okay, I imagine sand. And then I left it. I just didn't think much about it. This diversity of habitat is also matched by great diversity in size and form. Now, what is diversity in size and form? What did you imagine? Diversity in size? अलग-अलग size के मिलते हैं. And form? अलग-अलग form में होते हैं. Okay? So if you have no idea what is bovids, and we are talking of bovids, right now it's a blank space. Now tell me, bovids is part of nature. But what is it? It's a plant or animal?
Animal.
How?
Because wide range of habitat.
They live in groups or
It's
they
in
Yes, yes,
tundra also and tropical
yes.
forests also.
Right. Okay. And then, so which stands a man at the shoulder, massively built bison of so and so growing to a shoulder of so and so. Okay. And they are just comparing it to the different types, okay, where species, antelope, then bison. Okay. They are just comparing with other animals, right? So it is an apple to apple comparison mostly, right? They won't compare a shrub to an animal, right? Also, if you go for C, what is the reference of C? What is How is it continued? What we are talking in C. What are we talking of in C?
About their digestion system.
Yes, about their digestion system, right?
They are herbivorous.
Right. So it's like, what do they eat? Right? Even if I don't understand
It's
what
all
is,
about, I think, food.
yeah,
C is
yes,
more focused on their food.
right. This is the food. Okay. Now, you need to understand there's always a theme which is hidden in the first line mostly. Okay. The way you write the essays, oh, there are many advantages of something. Okay. That means you're going to write the advantages, right? Similarly, these passages are written wherein, why this works? Wherein these lines, first line of the first sentence is representing the whole para. So what is the first line or the first sentence? Bovins are well represent most parts of so-and-so, but they are far the most numerous and diverse. That means the entire paragraph is going to tell you how come they are numerous and diverse. Some data which shows diversity. Kahan kahan milte hai? Kitne milte hai? Okay. And the second para will be talking of despite differences in size and appearance, दिखने में अलग है, okay, size बड़े छोटे हैं, bovids are united, एक जैसे है, by the possession of certain common features. So we are talking of how they are similar to each other. Okay, how they are united. You understand? So words like this help to understand the theme of the passage. Rest all common features kya? It can be anything. It can be their eyes, it can be their legs, body, internal parts, whatever, ears, okay, some special horns or anything. But you should understand the first line is really the theme of it. So what are we doing? We are just skimming. Skimming means upar se padna hai. Okay, so if I ask you now the details of what we read in the first para, you are not going to read, okay, height was 2.2 meters, 25 centimeters. You're simply going to tell me that, oh, I read something about bovid at some places and where it stays and what it eats and what kind of animals are these. You know, that's called a skimming. You really won't remember the years and the dates and the names and exact details. Okay? So what is scanning? You remember exact words. And then what is skimming? You remember the meaning, but not the exact words. Do you understand? We are going to use both these skills. Okay? And we are going to try and get the answers when we read. So skimming is WH questions, how they live, where do they live, size and forms, common features. All the other details will be there in the para. You will keep this idea in your mind. Did you understand what scanning? Where else do we do the scanning part? Like where else do we use the scanning as a skill? When you go to a restaurant. Example, let me give you a reference. When you go to a restaurant, how do you scan the menu? Do you keep reading
Just a
the menu?
glance.
Yeah.
No, with a glance.
Yeah, with a glance, you decide that, oh, these are the soups. Okay. Oh, these are the desserts. Right? You understand? Just by looking at the title of the menu, you understand, oh, this is non-veg. This is veg. Oh, these are cocktail items. These are mocktail items. These are juices. Right? So what do? You first try and understand the highlights or the title. Okay. How do you search for a web series on Netflix? You scan, right?
By genre.
Yeah, you first understand whether it is comedy, action, sci-fi, romantic, okay, whatever thriller you want, you just understand as a category. Then you search in that, and in that you get a trailer. You know what's a trailer? Yeah,
Brief.
a brief of that entire movie, okay, or that series. So you really don't get into the details of it, but you understand by looking at few patches of it that, oh, this is something which should be there in that. Okay, and if you feel excited about it, then you continue watching. Otherwise, you drop it, right? Whereas do you scan on a daily basis when you have to search some number and call somebody? Do you really go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Do you keep scrolling? No. For example, if I have to call Pankaj, I'll put P, A, N, right? Then I'll get all the pan starting words, okay, the names. Then I'll put Pankaj, okay? So this is how my list is getting scanned and I get the very specific. So I really don't know if I want to really find Palak, for example. I don't know if Palak is there in the list. Again, I'll have to type P-A-L-A-K. You understand? So Basically, we do scanning and skimming on a daily basis. All right. For example, when you're traveling, when you see the hoarding, okay, of Amitabh Bachchan and in a royal suit next to jewelry item, okay, what do you think? What that ad could be?
Advertising for some jewelry store.
Yes, okay. So he has been used as some brand ambassador somewhere. Okay. You understand if Amitabh Bachchan is probably next to a child, okay, with fancy clothes. What?
Hmm.
What? What did you assume while just
Maybe
passing
his
by?
new movie is coming.
Okay, his new movie. Okay, or else he's a brand ambassador for child's clothing, firstcry.com.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. So basically, if you want to score higher in reading, okay, you need to understand that you have to read, and read. Entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. You know that Vidya Balan's statement?
Yes.
That
Yes,
dialogue?
Mhm.
exactly.
Okay. Right. So many a times people ask me, how can I score higher? My English is not good. I said, you have to read. Okay. If you want to dance, what do you have to do? You have to dance, right? What else? If you have to sing better, what do you have to do? Sing better by singing, by practicing. If you have to cook, what do you do? If you want to cook better, you'll keep cooking and experimenting, right? And with all those failed experiments and all, you'll learn eventually. So if you want to get better in reading, you have to read, read, and read everything that you understand that you like. So start with something that you like, okay? And it really helps in visualizing, okay? So now when I say manatee, did something come in your mind? Manatee. Manatee is the animal underwater.
Mhm.
What did you imagine?
Seagull.
Yeah, see, now you related to and a piece of information which was already there in your mind, like seagull. You already knew seagull, right? So you just connected it. It's something similar to seagull is manatee. Okay, so right now what you did, you visualized. Okay, you understood that. You related to that information, right? Now, for example, when I say laterite, what did you imagine?
Like a stone,
Right.
stone.
Stone.
The
Yes, yes. Now, if I'm going to tell you that I'm going to tell you about the uses of laterite, what could be the possible uses of a stone? Think
construction.
logically. Construction, you're constructing something, right? Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. So don't you think this is logical? This is like general knowledge, right? So we really need to understand that when you read the title, okay, it's really important that you visualize something. If you don't visualize anything, we have a problem. That means that we are lacking in that topic. So you have to read around that topic. So if you ask me, what should I read? You should read anything and everything which is related to research. For example, if you have coffee, a mug of coffee in your hand, okay, or a glass of beer in your hand, depending on the time zone you are in, okay, you should think brief history of beer, okay, brief history of coffee, okay. Don't you think? I mean, I feel that wonder, like I feel amazed how human being must have understood that there's a concept called as like the grains to be soaked and they need to be fermented and then you get some drink and it tastes so bitter, but still you can drink it and it's not poison and you feel different hormones in your body tingling, and that's beer. Okay. So who would have thought of this first? Now you know it's beer, right? But don't you think this is really a kind of a discovery that somebody must have done it for the first time? Okay. I don't know, knowingly or unknowingly, right? Isn't it interesting? For example,
Yes.
Nisha is adding kesar because she is making some dessert. Okay, what is kesar? Saffron, right? You know what is saffron? What is saffron?
Yes. It's a part of flower.
Yes. Now, who would have thought that particular flower, which is found in, I don't know, Kashmir and other places in North India and different places around maybe, that part of that flower, if put in the deserts, is going to give you different flavor and color, right?
Hmm.
Let's talk about tea. Okay, Rutuja is having breakfast parallelly. Yes, Rutuja? No? Okay. So if she's having tea, who would have thought that these leaves from this particular tree, okay, if put in the boiling water, will give me a flavorful beverage like tea, right? So these are the histories of the items around you. So anything around you should trigger this interest. Okay. Then what would happen? Once you are ready, then you can look at the questions or you can look at the topics. So I'll just show you the topics. What all topics are there for reading? And then you can prepare yourself. And I would say brace yourself. You'll understand what kind of information I need to gather. Okay, this is just a sample. Don't think that we are going to solve this today. Okay, just tell me what would be there in this. In this article, I'm just showing you this. What happened? Did it got locked?
It's loading.
Ah, Casey, what are we talking of?
It is
Andrea Palladio, Italian architect.
That means what are we talking of?
that person.
Some
Person, right? So if tomorrow somebody has to write something about you, what they'll write? How they'll start writing? What is that called as? When
your
somebody
voice has
writes on a
gone.
person. Hello. When somebody has to write on a person, on a human being. Okay.
Autobiography.
Yes, yes. It's a biography or autobiography, right? It's a Wikipedia page, right? So what information would you get about that guy?
Everything about his life.
Everything
Everything. In what sequence? First para would be,
from birth.
yeah,
What is his special in that? What
yes,
made him
yes,
famous?
yes,
Then past and
right. So who is he in the
Yes,
first place? Right? Haircon. Okay. And then where was he born? When was he born? Who, where, all the questions that we are curious about to know about celebrities or any person on the earth. You know, that would be the whole story of this Italian guy also. This guy is an architect. Okay. So his life will be around art, how he learned, did he take any professional degree? Okay. Who were his parents? Probably his parents were genius, so he was genius. Okay, they'll be talking about what he did in life, and most of these people have, see this architecture. So most of these people, young man, okay, have tough life. Okay, so their struggles, their awards, their rewards, everything would be given. Okay, next, future never dies. What are we referring to? Look at the image.
The technology.
robot.
Technology, robot, yes. So that was related to history. This is related to the future, robot. Yes. Okay. What are we talking of here in this image?
Explosion, lava.
Yeah, right. It's volcanoes, geography. What are we talking of in this? Woof.
Comet.
Ah, comet, asteroid, yes, meteoroids. Okay. What are we talking of in this?
Maybe art.
Yes, specifically.
Pottery. Pottery
Yes,
art.
yes, yes.
yes.
Okay. When you think of art, people think of dancing, singing, and drawing, but pottery is also an art. Okay. At some place, Akotiri or something like that. Okay. What are we talking of?
Save the turtle.
Ah, so that means environment. In
Mm.
environment, animals. In animals, turtles. Right? Did you imagine turtles? They stay in water as well as, really, they stay more in the water. Okay. What is this? What are we talking of in this section 2? What is corporate social responsibility? Companies have a duty to be good citizens and do the right thing. You know, so after Ganesh Visarjan in India, on Mumbai beaches, most of the companies have sent their employees to clean the beaches, clean up campaigns. You know that? So corporate, that
Yes.
means companies have the social responsibility. Society की तरफ responsibility उनकी. So, these Tatas and Birlas and Ambanis, okay, their trust, they help in the, the societal benefits. Okay, they help in some kind of betterment of the society. Okay, they'll do some plantation drives. They'll help some poor kids, their education. Okay, you understand?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That is corporate social responsibility. So Tata will say, okay, we are going to help these people. Okay, and I'm going to fund this. So Tata is going to, let's say, earn 100 crores. Probably Tata is going to invest 50 lakhs, okay, towards the society, betterment of the society. That is corporate social responsibility. Bata is also going to do that. You know, they'll come up with some kind of a social campaign that you exchange your old chappals and that will go to, probably, I don't know, we can refurbish it and give it out to the poor people. And then you get 20% off on our,
Yes, sir.
okay. कुछ भी हो सकता है. What is this?
TV addiction.
Yeah, and focusing on who is addicted to TV?
Children.
Children
A
mostly.
young girl.
Yes, here is young girl, but it could be now you're even a parent, a person, elderly person. Okay. Do you have your TVs on in the background? Nobody's watching it, but it's just on. Does it happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are just addicted. We just want that sound, some kind of movement, some kind of liveliness at home.
Just to
There's
kill the
this.
loneliness.
Yeah,
Somebody's
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. So something is there, yes, just so that you don't feel isolated. Okay,
Yes.
yes. Then the topics like these and more. What is this? Look at the image also and then read this. Invention of marine timekeeper, okay? 2. Invention of marine. Marine means
Possible.
water. Chrono means time. Meter means measure. Okay? So something to measure time in water. Okay? You understand? I don't know what it might be a watch under the water, which works under the water. Like one of my students is a diver. He goes deep, okay, in the sea. Not like us floating on the somewhere on the beach side. He goes deep in the dark sea, ocean. Okay. And he works for some kind of a rig. He goes down like some meters for repairing those rigs and all underwater. So for all these people, the normal watch that we wear, okay, they don't work under that pressure. Okay. So maybe they are having some kind of clock. Okay. Then next thing. Father of modern management. Those who have done MBA would know him. Father of modern management. What are we talking of? History, geography, science, anything specific? Father management, and that too a person. Okay, so we'll be getting everything about Peter Drucker. Okay, what he has done in life and then why he has done and his concepts, his principles, his theories, everything. People who debated, people who supported. Okay, what are we talking of?
The years which are going to be extinct.
Going to or already extinct. I don't know. Can you look at this?
Yeah.
Okay, I've just given some reference. So extinction of animals is a favorite topic of IELTS. Sorry. Do you have a list of reasons why animal went extinct in the past or even today? Can you imagine? The reasons why animals go extinct or they went extinct in the past?
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe because of
Hunting, deforestation,
Hunting, deforestation, and
natural disaster.
and
natural disaster. Yes. Some kind of earthquake gulped them. Some kind of asteroid hit the earth and all the dinosaurs like boom, vanished.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Hunting, deforestation, natural disaster. Yes. What is this? What are we talking of?
Map. GS map.
And is it only related to the map? What about US?
No, agriculture.
Yes. Okay. So what could be they talking about possibly?
Which area is the agriculture here? We can
Yes.
do.
Okay, which is agriculturally oriented. And then what could be the problems related to agriculture that you are aware of as an adult?
Like, I didn't understand. Here, you're asking
Anywhere,
what?
anywhere on earth, whether it is US or Rajasthan or Malaysia or
Weather,
Mauritius or India.
The soil.
Weather.
most
Yes, the
important is
soil.
weather.
Yes, weather. So dependency on weather and the changing weather is a concern. Soil is a concern. What is a concern about the soil?
It
Healthy
should
soil.
Unhealthy soil. Healthy soil is
Oh,
not a
sorry.
concern. Yeah, unhealthy soil. Okay, the soil getting eroded. Okay, the soil which is over fertilized and excessive chemicals which are being used in the soil becoming infertile. Okay, soil which doesn't get enough water, so water could be another issue, rainfall could be another issue, right? So agriculture has got these challenges, pesticide free zone. So there are excessive pesticides being used, toxic. People are researching how they are causing cancers and how they're killing us, so on and so forth. But then all this green revolution, white revolution around us took place. Okay. Intelligence and giftedness. What are we talking of?
maybe scientist.
Uh, uh-huh. So do you think you're gifted?
No.
Oh God. You're saying no. Already you're saying no. Okay, self-belief. Okay. Einstein, Darwin, Hawkins. Who are these people?
Scientist.
Scientists. That means they are extremely talented. They were considered then as a dumb people at times. Okay, Hawkins was physically challenged. Einstein was mentally challenged. Okay, he was just, I think, asked to stay
Really?
at home. Yeah, Einstein was told to stay at home because he was not doing really well at school. The teacher had sent a letter through him for his mom.
Yeah, then his mom taught her everything, right?
Right. Do you remember the story? Okay.
Yes, yes.
But how his mom taught him? His mom told him that, oh, your teacher thinks that you are a special child. Okay. So she gave the positive outlook to him. Okay. He really didn't know that he was a dumb child. Okay. As compared to the social standards then. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he thought he is a smart child. He thought that he is a gifted child or whatever. And he kept on doing things what he liked. And now today we know him as Einstein. Okay. Hawkins was physically challenged. Darwin's theory is one of the theory of survival of the fittest. Okay. So intelligence, who are these intelligence people? Who are these people with some kind of a giftedness? Those who at the age of 10 only are PhDs. Okay. Masters. So we have IQ, EQ. You know EQ?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yes.
EQ is emotional quotient, interpersonal skills. IQ is the intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. Different types of there are different types of quotients. Okay, for example, Pankaj was great in maths. Okay, but his sister was great in art. Okay, so both were differently skilled. Yeah, somebody is playing, somebody is singing a rhyme. Johnny, Johnny, Mama, just take care of
Oh,
Papa.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, she is on call for little brother.
okay,
I
okay,
didn't realize that he heard it.
all right. I could hear the Johnny and Papa, and the mother is not aware. Okay, yeah. Paper or computer? What do you think we'll be discussing?
Technology.
Technology, okay, versus
Modern
this.
technology versus
Ah,
paper and pen time.
yes, okay. And we are going to talk about like maybe nature friendly, something which is, people think that we should be all using computers because, we are wasting a lot of paper, right? But there's also an understanding that if you don't write, You don't remember. Many times people say, you send me the soft copy, and then that vanishes somewhere softly. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
right? Ah,
like the
but
property
when you,
documents.
right. So when you have this hard copy, you probably keep it safely in a file and you have some references. You know, in the past, we had been asked to write so that our brain actually registers. There are a lot of scientific reasons that we have to do, we have to use paper for. But then at the same time, stacking of paper is a problem. If I have to really take a print off of whatever I'm teaching you, I think it will be a stack of books with me. And then every time I have to teach somebody or I have to pass on that information, I have to take a print and it will be not that hassle free. Right. So there are different aspects of the same. And it can become disorganized. So there are positive and negatives of both. Okay. Okay. Next. What is this? Dish. I just told you. One asteroid from the
One.
space reached
Wow.
Earth, banged the Earth, and that asteroid, meteoroid, whatever that geographical structure, astronomical structure that they call, that terminated the dinosaurs that we just know of today through Jurassic Park. Has anybody seen dinosaur in real life?
No.
No.
No,
No.
but we know them, they existed. Okay. And these are huge animals, right? Can you imagine that life back again when humans are like populated, highly populated? Okay, now, all right. So imagine what could have happened to kill all these people. So there's a story. See the man human, you know, if that would actually come back, that animal would come back, really will have a tough time. You know, where these people were, where these animals were, what happened to them, okay? How did they go extinct suddenly? What are the different types of it? Now you get as these as toys. So those who are already aware of the different names, those who have watched Jurassic Park, they have a fair idea of what we are referring to. Okay, there are many people who are researching on these. What is this? Uh-huh. I'll show you this in the real. Have you ever been to any
Meteor
Metroid
hit
Lake?
something and the
Uh-huh.
I'm just going by the name. Was it like a meteor hit
Ye-
something and it like was
Meteorite.
created?
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
I've
yes.
been to one of them. It's in Vidarbha,
Ah, yes, 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 absolutely right.
Lonar. I
Ah,
am from there.
perfect. Oh, is it? Perfect, perfect. I was about to refer to that. I think it's one of the places. See this, Lunar Lake. When you click on it, that's the first thing that you get on Google also. I'll show you. And these are the lakes which have got special microbacteria, okay, microorganisms. And that's the reason the color of it is like bluish greenish. Okay, Lunar Crater.
Yes. I
Okay,
belong
Lunar
from this
Lake.
area.
Okay, great. So it is, you should know more. National Geoheritage Monument. Okay. It's what? Saline soda lake, not soda, the one which is there in your refrigerator.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
I
My
can hear you
voice.
guys. Am I
Okay,
not
not
audible?
We were not able to hear you. No.
Okay. All right. So I just said it's a saline lake. It's not a freshwater lake. Okay. And it is one of only 4 known hypervelocity. Hyper means anything which is more. What is hyper? Children are hyper. You have got hyperacidity. Okay.
Actually,
Hypertension. Hyper matlab
Hmm.
jada. Anything which is more. Hyperthyroid. Okay. So velocity. What is velocity? Speed with a direction. Okay. फिर जोर से आया ये. Impact किया. Okay. Craters in basaltic rock. What is basaltic? Basalt is black color rock. Okay. So anywhere on Earth. मतलब Earth पे this is that
Hmm.
one structure which was formed due to some meteoroid hitting Earth. Okay. जैसे बॉल लग के हो जाता है ना, विंडो टूटता है, वैसे अर्थ टूट गया. Just imagine like that. You know, something came out of nowhere and it hit the earth. Okay, and that's called as a crater. Okay, and that is considered like that. Sometimes the volcanoes are there. Okay, these volcanoes are, I think I'm not sure if this is also related to volcano. I think this is about high velocity impact, right? Yeah. Something hits the earth, or else sometimes the volcano erupts. And after that, the lava dries off, and then that becomes the lake. Okay. So, meteorite lake. There are different colors, microorganisms in that, and they are being studied by scientists. Okay. Scientists वहां जाके पानी का sample impel correct करके आते हैं. You understand? It's a mystery. Meteoroid crashed into Earth. See this. 5,000, 50,000 years ago, it happened. And that's what you can see this even from the satellite. ऐसे ऊपर से दिखता है ऐसे dot. You understand? Now? Yes? Okay. Why are we doing all these things? Just to understand there are different types of topics that you have to go through. Okay?